Back everybody, Matt the Bat here. Hope you're doing well. So we have a new movie out that came out this weekend. The Hunger Games. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. This is a prequel to the original Hunger Games movies that came out, well the first one came out over 11 years ago. The second one came out 10 years ago. And the last Mockingjay Part 1 and 2, it will be already 8 years this year since the last Hunger Games movie. So it's been a minute. It's been a minute. But now we got a prequel. This is dealing with the 10th annual Hunger Games. This follows a young Cornelia Snow who becomes President Snow in the later films. It was played by Donald Sutherland. Now it's played by Tom Blythe. I've never seen this actor before, but let me tell you something. I'm watching him now. And it also stars Rachel Zegler as the new District 12 person that was picked during the reaping. So let's get into it. Also directed by Francis Lawrence, who directed Catching Fire, Mockingjay Part 1 and 2. So he is back in the director's chair. So let's get into it. Positives. Tom Blythe. This actor is brilliant in this role. It is such a complex and multi-dimensional role, and he covers every dimension. I've never seen this actor before. I know he has a new movie coming out with George Clooney later this year. Well, December. We're already in the middle of November, so there's not much left in the year. He is excellent in this movie. He shows a lot of strength. He can be emotional, he can be funny, charming. But we also see that a little bit of that dark turn of his that we'll also see with Donald Sutherland in the later films. His chemistry with Rachel Zegler is excellent. His back and forth with Viola Davis is very good. You almost get that little Darth, Emperor Palpatine, Vader feel, or, Palpatine, like the prequels, Master and Apprentice, in a way, when here's Viola Davis and Tom Blythe. So I really enjoyed him as an actor. Rachel Zegler, like I said, plays the female kind of protagonist in this movie. She's the new Katniss Everdeen, if you will, but very different from her. She's Southern, she's a singer. Other than being in District 12, like Katniss Everdeen, that's the only real similarity. I think Rachel Zegler did a great job in this movie. She is an unbelievable singer. I think that was something that was very different from Katniss. I don't think she's as strong as Katniss, nor do we get enough screen time with her. Like, this is not a movie about Rachel Zegler's character. This is about Cornelia Snow, who becomes President Snow. And this is like a prequel, almost like the prequel to Anakin Skywalker. And I thought she did a really good job. I think she has great chemistry with Tom Blythe. She's her own strong female character, different from Katniss. Viola Davis is excellent in this movie. You wouldn't, yes, by now you know Viola Davis is excellent in everything she does. But this is a character we've never seen her play before, and she is terrifying. The way she is introduced is just creepy. Not in a grotesque or anything, but just her entrance. Kind of like the Emperor, when we first see the Emperor in Star Wars. It's just that presence. That ooh, this guy gives me the creeps. She is so great throughout the movie that I kind of hope they make a sequel to this just to see more of Viola Davis. Yeah, she is unbelievable in this role. Peter Dinklage is in this movie too. He plays, I don't know if he's like a professor, or I don't know what he plays in this, but he definitely doesn't like Cornelius Snow that much. And the great thing about Peter Dinklage is he's not on screen that much, but when he is, you're paying attention. Not only that, but he can say so much without saying anything at all. Jason Schwartzman plays the new host of the Hunger Games. Well, not the new one, the first one. He is actually kind of the father of Stanley Tucci's character we see in the Hunger Games. They actually kind of hint at that in the movie. He's really funny. He brings mainly the humor to the film. The movie doesn't have that much humor. It's dark. It's a Hunger Games movie. But Jason Schwartzman brings that humor, dark humor, but humor nonetheless. Broken up into 3 parts. Part 1 deals with the mentor teaching, the people that were chosen, and they get each Snow gets a person to kind of shepherd, if you will. Kind of like in the original Hunger Games. Haymitch got to kind of shepherd, teach, train Katniss. So that's like the first part. The second part deals with the actual Hunger Games, and then the third part is this kind of the slow dark decline of Snow, if you will. And it's broken up by part 1, the mentor, part 2, the games, part 3, something else. And I thought the first 2 acts were very, very strong. The Hunger Games segment, this is only the 10th annual Hunger Games, only in one location, not like the other ones later on that are spread out through different islands or different locations or whatever. This is in one small arena, in one location, and it makes it more intense because people really don't have anywhere else to run around and go to. It's just right there. And I like that it brought in more violence, brought in more intensity, suspense. It also allowed the director, to be more creative, because there's only one location. I like the set design, production design, and costume design. The world of Pan Am looks great with the production and set design. Costumes, from Snow to Rachel Zegler's character to other people like Jason Schwartzman, Peter Dinklage, Viola Davis. Their wardrobe is excellent. Fits very nice with the Pan Am, look. It was short, hours and 37 minutes. This is the longest Hunger Games movie, and it flies by. There was not a moment in this movie I was like, is this almost over? No, not at all. Some of my negatives, and sometimes we'll go back to Snow's family, like either his sister or cousin, played by Hunter Schafer, and then Snow's grandmother. They keep going back to them throughout the movie, and it almost takes away from wanting to get back to the Hunger Games, or get back to Pan Am, or get back to Rachel Zegler's character. So every time they went back, I was just like, can we get back to the main focus of the movie? Just like a lot of you have been complaining about the third act. I didn't mind the third act, I'm telling you right now, I like the third act. But I do see where it was rushed. Where the whole third act could have been its own movie. Where we still really see the decline, or the fall. The snow is falling. Of Snow, Cornelius Snow, rather than in like the last 30 minutes. I think this should have been easily a 90-minute, a full-length movie. And I know Francis Lawrence didn't want to do that because Mockingjay was split up into 2 movies, part 1, part 2. And he said he didn't want to do that again. And he felt like Mockingjay should have been one movie. But because of all the trends at the time with Harry Potter being split into 2 movies, Twilight being split into 2 movies, that the studio was like, split it into 2 movies, we'll make more money. Alright. And I think that movie should have been only one movie, and like a 3-hour movie. It would work perfectly. And here, I think, is the opposite. I think you could have done a part 2 and have it come out like next spring, 6 months later, and it would have been good, even if it was only 90 minutes, it would have fleshed out. I think in part 3 is only a half hour. This would have given it another hour to really flesh out the betrayal and the fall of Snow. Here it just rapid, click, click, boom, boom. And it's like, okay, we know where this character becomes. So in a way it's like, okay, we understand. But it almost felt like Anakin Skywalker in the prequel. Like in Revenge of the Sith. Oh, we gotta help the Jedi, we gotta save the Jedi. The Jedi are good. 1 second later. Kill the younglings. Kill the younglings. Kill all the Jedi. Order 66. It's like, okay. And a little switch went on. So yeah, that's how I felt. Like I still enjoyed the third act. I think it could have been fleshed out even more. Like I said, this movie's over 2.5 hours. I could have gone another half hour and made it a 3-hour movie, and it would have been completely fine with me. But that's just me. But I would still give this a 4.5 out of 5. I really enjoyed it, to the point that I wanted to come home and put on the original Hunger Games movies. That's how much I enjoyed it. And I kind of wish they do make a sequel and further Snow's rise to President Snow. Especially if he can bring back Jason Schwartzman, Viola Davis. That would be excellent. Like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment. Let me know, did you like the movie? Did you not like the movie? Do you want to see more? Would you like to see a sequel? Do you like the original Hunger Games? And once again, may the odds ever be in your favor.